Why being an octopus in a board game is tricky. Just imagine you're an octopus. Not just any octopus, but an octopus that, for some cosmic reason, has been invited to play a board game with humans. Sounds fun, right? After all, you have 8 arms, an intelligence that would make any chess player jealous. And, let's be honest, a natural charm that leaves anyone speechless. But let me tell you, being an octopus in a board game is like trying to cook Christmas dinner with one hand. Or in my case, with 8 arms that don't know what they're doing. It all started one Saturday night, when my human friends invited me to play a game called Aquatic Monopoly. They said it was perfect for me, since the board had an ocean theme. "You're going to rock, Paul the Octopus," they said, as I tried to balance myself on a chair that clearly wasn't made for a cephalopod. Lesson 1. Human chairs are a nightmare. My arms were slipping, my wet body made the seat feel like a swimming pool, and I ended up knocking over the bowl of chips. Sorry, humans, but tentacles don't come with an instruction manual. Then came the game. I was excited, I swear. I thought, 8 arms, I'm practically an army of players. But no one told me that board games require, like, precision. The board was tiny, the pieces were even smaller, and me? Well, I'm a 110-pound octopus with arms that have a mind of their own. Grab the die? Mission impossible. On the first try, my left tentacle number 3, yes, I give my arms names, grabbed the die so hard that it flew across the room and fell into the aquarium of Mrs. Fish, my friend's aquatic hamster. Result: 20 minutes searching for the die while the humans laughed and Mrs. Fish gave me judgmental looks. When we finally got another die, it was time to move my piece. I chose a cute little red fish as my pawn. It seemed simple. Roll the dice, count the squares, move the piece. But man, I have 8 arms. While tentacle number 1 tried to move the fish, number 2 thought it would be a good idea to pick up a ball of fortune or bad luck card. At the same time, number 4 decided he wanted a snack, and number 6, well, he just wanted to tickle number 7. The result was total chaos. I knocked over the board, scattered the cards all over the floor, and accidentally bought Coral Street with my breakfast money. Sorry, but whoever invented these tiny pieces clearly never met an octopus. And it doesn't stop there. The rules. Oh my god, the rules. Humans love complicated rules, don't they? Paul, you can only buy a property if you land on the exact square, and only after 2 turns around the board, unless someone has already bought the adjacent property. I just wanted to scream, I am an octopus. I live at the bottom of the sea. The only rule I follow is do not be eaten by a merry eel. But I controlled myself, took a deep breath, or rather squirted water through my siphons, and tried to understand. However, while the human was explaining, my tentacle number 5 started playing with the plastic houses, building a mini underwater city. I was accused of cheating. Cheating? I was just being creative. The worst moment was when it was time to negotiate. The humans wanted me to trade Octopus Avenue for 2 smaller properties. I even tried to bargain, but my tentacles started gesturing so much that it looked like I was dancing samba. One of them spilled the juice on the table, another hugged the player next to him. Sorry, João, it was an accident. And number 8 simply gave up and started playing cards alone in the corner. In the end, I traded the avenue for a get-out-of-jail-free card because apparently my arms didn't know how to say no. By the time the game was over, I was exhausted. The board looked like a coral reef after a hurricane, and I had lost all my possessions to a guy who didn't even know what an anemone was. But you know what I learned? Being an octopus in a board game is complicated because deep down, I wasn't made for rules, tiny pieces, or uncomfortable chairs. I was made to swim, hunt, and maybe scare an unsuspecting diver. So next time someone invites me to play, I'm going to suggest a game of underwater hide and seek. Then, my friends, I'll be the one laughing.